This 12 game. There's a message in there somewhere. The top 3 seeds in this tournament would likely have none, collectively 0, 1 and done.
His father's hometown in Poland. That would have been such an emotional experience.
Wow. Nice job. That's what. And it's interesting, you're right, Bill, that as Austin gets by with the left hand.
Our universities, it's all going to be that way for a while. Great finish and great passing.
Harris Austin with the finish.
Get the ball to the middle or in the middle of that zone.
Up against the shot clock, they turn it over. Paris Austin.
Mark Fox with feels, but he's got the tools to do it with those long arms.
Austin the finish.
Clears good play by Thompson. Kinkle maybe too wide open.
Paris Austin. Right. Bradley knocked off the three-point line by Thompson. Drop off to Austin and give the assist to
when he hit it. They haven't been cosmetic baskets. They have been timely baskets.
Austin all the way to the... I give Cal credit. They're still playing as hard as they can. Guys that don't get to play work every day in practice, reward them here on Senior Day. Nice gesture by Mark Fox.
And how about Austin with a drive to start the game?
Is exactly that.
Wow, what a job by Bradley. Is Cal going to score out of it yet?
That means he has to shoot it.
And it's Frenchley on him. Switch there. Austin shoots it, and Austin!
Not known.
Loose ball again to Cal. Austin picks it up. And Austin finishes. If they can score, they really become a tough team to play against. And Tisevich up against Gatling. Saves the dribble and hits the cutting. Tonight, with Cal having some post players, and especially Kelly, there is Austin going in with the left. We're itching, as that say. Oh, look at the strength by Austin to stay with that.
And help him out to take some of that pressure off him being double teamed on the post.
Paris Austin pulls up.
Open there and said he had to come out more aggressive, and he's done exactly that. That's one of the few times.
Bradley to Paris Austin, a reluctant three-point shooter. Splash.
Points that can't keep settling for threes.
Austin, wow, was so patient. What a floater.
What's that? What's your proposal?
Why don't we just start with 10 seconds on the shot clock in the half court for Cal? Paris Austin with the...
That's when ASU really can light it up from 3.
I guess the question for Cal is, without Bradley on the floor with the 2 fouls, as Paris Austin... Bradley playing with 2 fouls. He's on the bench right now. How does Mark Fox handle the final 4+ minutes without his top scorer? Or at least how does he use the last 4+ minutes?
You're playing with house money, and as long as you're getting plays like that, you let a guy that just runs right down the middle of the lane, turns around and posts up as close as he can get to the rim. And when you got good guards that can shoot it, they love playing with big men who eat up space like that.
Paris Austin
unflinching right now.
Paris Austin, the pull-up.
Now the Sun Devils finish.
Arizona State has tied their largest lead, and when the Sun Devils have needed Remy to step up, he's done it as Paris Austin weaves his way to the front.
Every stop they can get helps them out on this end of the floor. Kelly with the deep catch. And the reversal. Time winding down the shot clock. Austin a 3. Casey Jacobson. Ohio State coming up on Saturday as Austin hits the mid-range shade.
Austin dips in. A strong left from Paris Austin.
What he turned the corner.
It's 35.3 a game. He's going to miss the last almost 5 minutes of this half. Austin banks it home.
Fantastic. I just don't like the fade. I don't like the fade on the shot because he doesn't have to. He does not have to. He can use his body and get right to the rim. But a great move, though.
Austin goes in again with the left. And instead, Austin hits it.
Austin has to shoot it. Oh, Paris Austin. Colorado hammered them on their home court. It was a road win. Here's Austin. And Austin.
He's a complete player. Coach's son knows how to play.
Very good distributor. Very good rebounder as well. And leads the conference steals distinctly. This is Austin. He's a crafty scorer around the back.
Her right, my left, as you watch.
She's very vocal in watching games.
Yes, she is.
He's got the Trace Tinkle practice jersey on his Paris Austin.
Establish Oregon State not in the 1-3-1, but they are in his zone.
Paris Austin on the inside. Anticevich. He's got the size advantage on Thompson, but blocked by Silva. 5 on the timer. Austin pulls up and gets the hometown roll.
Touchdown. Make Cal beat you from the perimeter.
Cal a 34% three-point shooting team as Austin came in the most outstanding player as he misses the second. 5-point game. Austin races in for 2, now 1.8 left.
He's one of those coaches that makes his mark on the defensive end of the floor. Wanting to build this program, and there you see passing lane and a breakaway jam.
7-0. Paris Austin milking the clock down. Drives the lane. The reverse. Oh, that was pretty to scoop. Austin steps in. That's a 2 for Paris Austin. The teardrop from Paris Austin.
Defense. And then you talk about rebounding and contesting shots. That's just being aggressive. Don't let guys get open looks. And right now, the Bruins have done a good job of contesting the perimeter shots. There they get all the way to the rim for the layup.
That's a goaltending.
There's a level of defense and effort that he wants to see out of this team. Now, Roxy, I played against UCLA in the 90s at Arizona, and I can tell you, those were tough defensive teams. And it's really quite...
Plus, when you miss the front end of a 1-and-1, it helps keep a team in the ballgame. Paris Austin on the drive.
Single digits on the timer for Kareem South. And now Paris Austin dared to launch. And he buries the 3. Only his second make from behind the arc this season. Mobley moving his feet to stay in front of Anticevich. Paris Austin over Sturdivant. He got it.
And that's his little sweet spot right there. Not you said, like you said.
Grant Anticevich fumbles it, recovers. 10 on the timer. Austin turns the corner. Paris Austin lays it in. Paris Austin gives Cal the lead again.
Well, that's an impressive play because...
Paris Austin. That's a 2. Cal up 2. Here's Paris Austin. Drives. Austin, a quick dart to the bucket. 5 on the timer. Paris Austin. That's a 2. Got it. Cal's largest lead.
But how about the...
Now everyone's down, JP. No one's standing straight up. That's how you can tell a team's locked.
For Ellaby, offensive board off the free throw. Washington State doubling up Cal at the 8-minute mark. There's a touch for Kelly off the elbow. Back cut to Austin. So a couple of mid-range jumpers from... Quick housekeeping clarification from our crew. Sean Lehigh, Mark Beasley, Tom Nally tonight at Haas Pavilion. Good burst from Paris Austin. So he hits a couple mid-range jumpers.
The rim. You can't try and reach for the pass so that your feet stay behind the three-point line.
Austin attacks off the bounce. 3, mid-range.
Back to game.
Kuntz turns it over. Now Austin weaving his way through Bay Area traffic. He gets all the way home.
Guys, remember last year in the Final Four when the guy from Virginia made those 3 free throws? Beautiful play.
Only ability to take the ball to the basket. So let's see what they do. It'll be Paris Austin orchestrating the play, but see where it goes.
Good give back to Austin. Got his defender in the air and hits the shot for two.
His teammates, but that was a chance he had to go up and make something happen.
Here he makes something happen. He takes the ball away. Fotu on his heels, and Austin lays it in.
Kareem South, who had an early 10 points to start this game, been quiet lately. Brown takes a two. Paris Austin.
The philosophy now, not just to leave Fitz on the outside, but to go against a shorter Juwan Harris-Dyson. Try to post him up.
Andy Bennett's team will play Arizona State next as Paris Austin gets
an adequate sample size.
Hyder, tough shot.
Thus far, I'd be hard-pressed to tell you what Fresno State's offense is.
It's Austin. That's his range.
Yeah,
Paris Austin back on to run it for Cal.
you know, seeing Tiemann in person, Ted, for the first time.
Oh,
He wasn't
nice.
he's not what I expected big.
Austin. Dunn hangs on the front rim and drops. He was sitting in that zone up top. Point man is Gonzalez. Late clock now for Austin.
Really late.
Austin! Stopped.
And again, you credit Georgetown. They did a really good job defensively. Jumper there is good. That's Paris Austin
For Texas.
way downtown. Ramey, that's off the mark. And a rebound pulled down by Juwan Harris-Dyson. Austin inside. The floater is good.
Boy, Austin's gotten into the lane twice.
Tisevich swings in under 10 on the shot clock. Austin gets into the lane. Left hand rolls it in.
Man, Austin from the top of the key. Again, there was no...
He certainly shows even is what it gives off in terms of demeanor.
I'll give you an example. I love the Soto kid for the National.
Out the
Tough shot for Boyd. Won't go. And there's Tisevich the rebound.
Cal is well schooled at going straight up so as not to draw fouls.
Austin probing and scoring on the shot clock. Austin. Aqua all over him. Tough shot. And it goes down.
Over from Tisevich where he stepped off, which is really where all of his early threes.
Austin.
Tillman recovers on Bradley. 5 on the clock for Austin. Difficult shot for Paris Austin, and he swishes it. Now for the running Rebels. And that opens up a lane for Hardy. A good challenge from Kelly.
Well, that's what Andre Kelly can do for the Bears.
Austin, difficult finish, and he scores.
How long do you leave him there? They're not the same team when he's on the bench.
So Dembele replaces him, the 6'11" reserve, and there is Austin just probing his way.
Their three is the stronger guards you're going to see.
Bradley with an early 8 points for Cal. Austin looking to match his 8, and that's exactly. And he's provided a nice little punch off the bench.
Again, that dribble handoff. I call it the moving screen, but there's not a moving screen because there's no contact.
Oh, Austin feeling it.
Austin trying to make something happen.
Good movement of the feet by the big fella there.
Kessler Edwards defending with length. Austin loses him long enough to drain the jumper.
Lorenzo Romar, a veteran coach. He's got
The answer there. There's Austin.
Cal becoming the aggressor, Cal being more physical, playing with more effort right now. Paris Austin. Timeout.
So when you came from the NBA, would you tell the officials, hey, that's a foul in the NBA?